After the Allison transmission system, now comes to the governor. The unit contains a governor, the spindle of which is coupled to the output transmission shaft. The slave of the governor is attached with a spool valve, hence as the slave reciprocates up and down, certain passages are open and closed. Then the use of selector valve. The one function of the selector valve is to control the path of oil flow of an oil circuit. Various combinations of the clutch arrangement are achieved with the help of the selector valve. Next is differential. The main function of the main function of the differential is to adjust the speed and torque of a driving wheel depending upon the situation. When a vehicle travels around a corner, the distance traveled by the outer wheels is greater than the traveled by the inner wheels. If the wheels are mounted on dead axle so that they turn independently of each other, like the front wheels of an ordinary wheel, they, they will turn at different speed of compensate for the difference in travel. If, however, the wheels are driven positively by the engine, a device is necessary which will permit them to revolve at different speed without interfacing with the propulsion of the vehicle. To accomplish this purpose, a system of gear called the differential is provided. Here in the picture 8.18 shows about the simple action of the simple differential. Here the revolution of the after knowing the principle upon all the differential, a wheel and different arrangement of gear sometimes being used to accomplish the same result. In the differential used in passenger vehicle, either one of which may be differential revolves lower than the driving speed. The revolution of the other axle then increase a corresponding amount of because of the differential action of gear. That's the in 18.20 so the differential of a damper. This is a traction sensing differential and the picture 18.21 shows the gear system of differential. That is differential gear system. Now comes to the hydraulic circuit. This circuit mainly perform the this circuit mainly performs the function of the steering system. The emergency steering system. The emergency steering system and hoist control system. Picture shows that the cylinder hydraulic oil from the main tank. The hydraulic oil from the main tank is pumped by a hydraulic pump and then taken into a flow divider which delivers oil to the steering system and the host control system simultaneously. These are three outlets of the flow divider. One of the outlet is connected to the T-joint shuttle valve. One end of the shuttle valve is connected to the steering control valve and from this oil goes to the steering control cylinder and steering control valve which returns the oil from the other side of the cylinder and ultimately discharge it to the tank through the steering control valve. Oil is fed alternatively to the steering cylinder through its two extreme ends so that the piston can be driven to and fro as required and thus steering of the vehicle is achieved. The other end of the shuttle valve is connected to the emergency steering system. This system has its own pump driven by battery which sucks the oil from the same tank and deliver the oil through the shuttle valve to the steering cylinder. Other functions remain the same as that of the steering system. The emergency system steering pump, along with its accessories, are enclosed in the main hydraulic tank. The main purpose of the emergency steering is to steer the vehicle in case of trouble developing in the normal steering system. So, due to its heavy weight, it becomes difficult to how the vehicle from one place to another. The remaining two outlets of the flow divider are connected to the waste control valve, which which is turned in connected to the left and right hand side waste cylinder. The next is steering activity. The damper is steered by the steering cylinder with the help of steering activity. Well, these are three types of steering activities: steering state, steering left, and steering neutral. The figure 8.23 and 8.24 explain the operation of the steering right activity, steering right, etc. During the operation, the speed of the operation is valve showing in the figure. Oil comes from the shuttle valve and enters the valve through the port 4 and emerge from port 5, and finally enters through the one side of the steering cylinder. This is the there in the picture. During the natural steering, the spool valve position is such as that the spool collar close part 1, thereby preventing any flow of oil from into the steering cylinder at one side. Pressurized oil from the shuttle valve is allowed to enter the valve through port 3 and emerge through the bottom of the valve, which discharges to the tank. Thus, entry or delivery of the oil through the other side of the cylinder is also prevented. This helps in driving the damper in a straight line. Damper steering left, the spool is valve is at the extreme left position. This allows the oil to enter through the part 2 of the valve and come out through the part 1 at the one side of the cylinder. Then from pushed oil from steering cylinder entered the valve through port 5 and goes to the tank through the bottom opening of the valve. Thus the piston cylinder assembly is contracted, thereby helping in steering vehicle towards the left. The next one is twisting activity. During twisting of the body, the cylinder itself extends upward in a telescopic fashion, while the piston along with its rod remaining in a fixed position with the chassis of damper. This is controlled by the hoist control valve. The valve is similar in structure to that of the steering control valve. The spool, the spool position in the valve is such that the oil from the flow divider enters to the part 2 of the valve of the cylinder, forcing the cylinder to be lifted against the fixed piston valve. The oil on the other side of the piston is forced back to the valve through port 5 and is ultimately delivered to the tank. The this help in hoisting body, which is the shown in this figure. So after this, now we'll go through the air system. Air system. Air system.
What is?
This air system consists of the following air circuit: main air circuit, hydraulic tank air circuit, parking back air circuit, dynamic brake air circuit, and at least number 5 is air over hydraulic brake circuit. So first one is main air circuit. This main air circuit is component. This is the main air brake circuit. The component of this air brake circuit is engine, air cleaner and service indicator, air compressor, auto drain valve, unloader valve, main air tank, safety valve, and shut-off cock. Air sucked through the air cleaner is allowed to pass through the auto drain valve. This valve separates the moisture from the air and fairly dry air passes in the forward direction. Air is now allowed to pass through the unloader valve. The purpose of this valve is to relieve the compressor pumping load when normal operation air pressure has been attained in the system, and to re-establish compression when the reservoir air pressure falls below the minimum pressure. Pressure setting of the valve is done between 7.25 and 8.25 kg per centimeter square. Air is taken into the main air tank from the unloader valve. The main tank is provided with a safety valve and a shut-off valve. The pressure setting of the safety valve is 9.2 kg per centimeter square. The next one is hydraulic tank air circuit. Here in the picture shows the hydraulic tank air circuit. The purpose of this circuit is to provide air pressure over the hydraulic tank, hereby help in the flow of hydraulic fluid from the tank. The circuit consists of pressure reducer valve, a hand control valve, hydraulic tank, and pressure release valve. Air from the main tank is allowed to pass through the pressure reducer valve, where air pressure is reduced to between 0.56 and 0.7 kg per centimeter square. This air passes through the hand control valve to the hydraulic tank. Next one is, come to the next one, that is parking brake air circuit. The figure of the parking brake air circuit is here. The parking brake air circuit. It consists of parking brake valve, quick release valve, parking brake chamber, low pressure warning switch. This circuit operates the parking brake chamber, which is operate the brake shoe. The chamber is a spring-loaded air cylinder with no air pressure applied to the cylinder. The spring retracts the piston reassembly and apply the brake. So the